We are continuing with more discussions here on Good Morning Namibia. Now, the National Youth Development Fund was officially launched in Gobabis on Monday under the theme Awakening the Namibian Youth Entrepreneurial Aspirations. With that in mind, we now turn our focus to one of the backbone of our economy, which is the micro, small and medium enterprises, startups, NGOs and cooperatives. Joining us in studio to dissect this matter is Aron Shindubu, a Namibian-based business consultant, to share insights on the realities facing Namibia's MSMEs, the barriers to financing and capacity development, and how business advisory services can help build stronger, investment-ready enterprises. Good morning, Mr. Shindubu, and thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, we often really refer to, these MSMEs and startups and NGOs as the backbones of our economy. Is this truly the case?
Yes, it's definitely the case because MSMEs create jobs, they drive innovation, and they support communities. So that's why we believe that MSMEs are the backbone of our economy.
Very well. Now, the Namibian government, through the National Youth Development Fund, under the theme that I explained earlier, Awakening the Namibian Youth Entrepreneurial Aspirations, recently awarded funding to about 40 young entrepreneurs to start their businesses and, help the economy of the country. How significant is this fund, and what do you think of it?
In my view, that the Namibia or the National Youth Development Fund is very significant. It's not only about the money, it's not only about the capital, but it unlocks opportunities for young Namibians to go out there and have the necessary resources that they need to implement the ideas that they have. Yeah, and if it's well managed, it will bring wonders, since it's already awarded all across the country for in all 14 regions.
So what challenges would you say face MSMEs, especially those in the startup phase, in accessing financing, for example, for their businesses?
Accessing financing, especially in Namibia, if we look at commercial investors or commercial banks, they require collateral, and also startups need to have ready business plans, cash flow statements, which our startups currently don't really find that as important as it should be. I think that is the two major challenges, because investors or commercial banks or financiers look at the business plan. Do we have a proper proposal in place? Do we have cash flow statements that will indicate that your business will indeed be profitable and revenue will be running?
When you mention issues like that, those challenges, I can't help but think about entrepreneurs in the rural areas. Even though with the, pardon me, with the development fund, the National Youth Development Fund, we're seeing that the biggest chunk of that funding went to Kunene region, for example, which is, one can say, has a pretty much wide rural area, right?
Yes, yes,
yes. But what can we do more to bridge this gap between assistance that's offered in urban areas to that in rural areas?
I would say decentralizing funding, as you mentioned, that Kunene got the biggest chunk, and as well as taking business advisory and mentorship out there to the rural areas, and as well as in terms of information sharing, not only on social media, because we understand that most parts of the country, internet access is a bit of a struggle. So, if we look at capacity building, most businesses in rural areas, they can't really come to Windhoek to access training facilities and so on. So let's take these initiatives to the people. Yes.
Very well. Now, beyond funding, what other support can these startups or MSMEs receive to help them successfully start their businesses and manage it sustainably?
I would say one of the things is that they need to collaborate among one another, if I provide financial structuring services and I'm not an accountant, I can approach foster digital education. I can approach preeminence financial services that can say, okay, let's work together, let's collaborate, and let's give this service to the people.
Mm-hmm. Now, as a business consultant yourself, how can business consultants and advisories, assist these young people in navigating their businesses?
We, especially us at MTBC, our main mission is to empower MSMEs to be resilient, sustainable, and to grow. Mm-hmm. So basically, get support in terms of business plan drafting, not only drafting, just merely drafting, but understanding the individual business or the individual enterprise that is being developed. Understand it, create a working business model that speaks to what they sell, who their client is, and how do they create value around that.
Mm. Finally, what message do you have for young Namibians that are eager to start their businesses but are really discouraged by the challenges they are facing?
It's a cliche because people mostly say that all businesses start small, and then most people tend not to believe that, but it's true. Mm. You don't need to be discouraged by the challenges that are surrounding the whole thing. So what you need is you need proper planning. You need to put in a proper structure in place. Even though if you are just alone in your business, you need to be the manager, the marketing manager. You need to be the content creator.
Play all the roles.
Play all the roles and be persistent while at it. Mm. Yes.
Thank you so much for being here and enlightening us.
Thank you for having me.
All right.